Well, good morning everybody and welcome to the GarageRoofs.com UK Open in association with Lean to Succeed, live from the Stanley Indoor Bowls Club in County Durham. Let's have a look at our first match-up. We have Simon Skelton of England taking on the USA person of Neil Furman. We have a lovely little drone shot there of the Penshaw Monument. This is a replica of the ancient Greek temple built back in 1844. Cracking shot. So let's have a look at the order of play for the rest of today. 1 o'clock is England's Mark Dawes against the Scottish qualifier John Fleming Jr. 2 o'clock David Gull, AMBE, against another Scottish qualifier Darren Weir. And this evening's game at 7 o'clock, Nick Brett takes on the sponsors wildcard of Danny Dennison. So just while the players are just finishing off their trial ends, let's have a little look at some of the sponsors that have made this event possible. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, the players are now ready, so now let's go live to this streaming rink here at Stanley and get play underway. Joining me in the commentary box this morning is England's David Bolt. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Jason. How are we doing?
You're not bad, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us for this inaugural event here of the UK Open.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure to be part of the build-up, the qualifying stages for the last 3 days, so it's nice to be here from a fourth day watching some quality stuff.
Yeah, this event kindly sponsored by GarageRoofs.com and in association with Lean to Succeed. Very, very different. If you are joining us and not up to speed with what's going on, we have 4 games going on for you each session. We have a show rink in operation here, 3 outer rinks. We'll be able to keep you up with the scores as they're going along. On rink number 1, we've got Scotland's Colin Banks taking on Mark Royal. Rink 2, another Banks, Jason Banks from Scotland against Jason Greenslade. Rink number 3, Kevin Harrison, the qualifier from a couple of days ago here at Stanley, taking on Jamie Chesney. And on the show rink here, obviously all the way from America, Neil Furman taking on Simon Skelton. Well, Neil Furman's he's no stranger to this kind of a setup, is he, David?
He isn't. No, he's been to the World Championships a few times, hasn't he, Neil?
Certainly has.
Good solid opening from both players.
Format is the same. 2 sets of 9 ends still with the tie break. It's an open draw after this first round, so all 4 winners from this session will join myself on the green and they'll draw a ball for their position in the second round. Four sessions for you today as well. We have a 10 o'clock session, a 1 o'clock session, 4 o'clock, and then the normal evening session at 7 p.m.
It's gone down a storm so far, Jason. We've had a great first 3 days. Been some top class bowls in the qualifiers.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with the qualifiers. I think we might get just a couple of little upsets, I think, during the course of this event. You know, obviously the qualifiers, it's kind of, the tables have turned really. The qualifiers have obviously been playing on the carpet for the last few days. So they've got a little bit of an advantage, if you wish, speed-wise, and they have played on a couple of these rinks. In a way, it's just the same when the qualifiers go to Potters, really, isn't it? You know, they're kind of the underdog where the top 16 have had a little bit of play. So it'll be quite interesting to see what happens when it's spun around. I think it's always good, David, just to Bring something different into the sport.
It is. It is. It's certainly been well received. Shore rink, I've had the pleasure of around about 18, 19 sessions watching it, and the rink's played really well.
Yeah, speeds roughly, it's fluctuating obviously with the temperature, but I'd probably say minimum of 17, maximum 18, David.
Yeah. Two big swinging hands, these two, in both directions.
Is the pace going to keep him away? Well, plenty of room for Simon. He'll be playing down this backhand. Even if he can finish just slightly past this jack, will be very good. A little bit of danger, isn't there, past the jack?
Yes. Mr. Neil's middle back ball is a good target. Mile away, does sweep all the way back.
Yeah.
It's finishing very well.
Certainly splits them up. If you're in the local area, Stanley, County Durham, it's just £2 entry. You can just turn up and pay on the door. £2 to see a whole game of top class players, David. That's not bad value for money.
Fantastic.
The other one of the top 16 missing is Alex Marshall. He's away playing in the sunshine, basically, out in Australia.
Certainly not in the snow of Stanley, Jason.
Yeah, it's snowed quite heavy here.
It does.
I had to look at the calendar and make sure I not fell asleep for a few months. Laying down the other hand with a bit of weight. Wants to reach this back bowl, I think.
If he's just over the strength, he may struggle to get back.
Yeah. Wants to just guarantee that shot bowl. Just stuck, didn't it?
Both players will be happy with that opener. Plenty of balls. Spin led, as we call it.
Yes, sets plates. It's 9 ends, obviously, instead of the 7 that we play in the qualifiers. But 9 ends, obviously, it's just important not to let anything silly happen in the first few ends, isn't it? If you can score kind of 4 of the 9 ends, you've always got yourself a chance, haven't you?
Definitely. Key to sets is keeping the big scores down.
So, 1 to Simon Skelton.
Jack length,
You're
28
watching on the
metres.
Facebook channel. If you've got a question for us, you can drop us a question and we'll try and answer it. Nothing too hard, or I'll have to give it to David.
I'll pass it to one of the umpires.
Tee to tee here is just 1 metre further than the Portable rink. Obviously, it's a bona fide club rink. It's actually 30.4 metres tee to tee. No shot clock in operation, obviously, for those eagle-eyed viewers out there. Well, Neil, excellent start.
Start. Also something new, Jason, is not the standard red and green that we see at Potters. Players wearing their own shirts.
Yep, I think it's always quite good as well, isn't it, just to allow that, the player to have their own identity, I guess. Be interested to see what kind of shirts we have for the tournament. I've seen some sponsored shirts, should we say, and they look quite smart, quite modern.
Excellent.
It's good for the sport. Well, Neil, chance here just to put another one in. Put Simon under pressure early on in this end.
Great line again. Not going to touch a pace.
Oh, good ball, bit unlucky. Got it down to just the one.
The one noticeable thing I've seen this week, Jason, is there's not been anybody who particularly has gone down one hand, where sometimes on the portable there is that hand that everybody seems to drift to, but both hands are playing really well in both directions.
Yeah, I think it's many people have said this in the past, don't they, about this venue. It just shows you how good the floor is here.
By science, really, considering it's stuck on the top of a shopping centre. Probably one of the flattest greens in the country.
Well, just that 2 feet short. You can see there Neil playing with a Henselite Tiger 2. He's actually borrowed them from the chairman of the club.
I see.
Yes, they're the chairman's bowls. I think he's on a percentage for his winnings, I think. Well, Simon can get just round back with a good length. He can also get just inside on a good length. Just pulling up.
Same hand again for Neil. Just try and drift round his last ball. 18 inches on his last.
Yep, he's got 2 just to promote there, hasn't he? Like you say, if he's decent pace, anything up to a foot over, so he's got a chance. Well, what's your pace like, Neil? Having a look, isn't he? Just need to get back.
Just struggling a touch for pace again. I think he's just going to catch.
Nearly.
Not quite. Great effort.
Let's go 1-1.
So 1 shot to Neil Furman,
ends.
that evens it up. 1 shot apiece. Colin Banks has taken a good lead there against Mark Royal. 4-0. Jason Greenslade 4-2 against Jason Banks. Jamie Chesney 3-1 against Kevin Harrison.
.28.5 metres, 28.5.
I don't think we'll have ever seen this type of setup before, Jason, will we, with the games going on across the green? 4 at once?
Yeah, no, we've had a change in direction over the last few years, starting to listen to what people are wanting from the sport. I think sometimes people are scared of change in case it doesn't happen, but I think you need to embrace that and sometimes go ahead and try something different. If you do make a mistake or it doesn't particularly go well, just adapt, learn from it and adapt. I think we're now at a point, well, in the sport in general, especially in this country, we're at that point now, it's make or break. I think we need to start trying new formats and things like that.
From a spectator's point of view, it's a huge bonus to be able to come in and maybe follow the favourite player, but also watch a couple of other games at the same time.
Yeah, it's that kind of old thing of trying to get an atmosphere, isn't it? But without having to try and force it, if you wish.
Slightly fuller length of playing here, and what they'll certainly need to, what they'll find is they've got to get those balls right out. Cut quite quickly at the death.
How short is the last ball, please?
Simon wearing his Nottingham kit. Quite nice, that blue.
Very smart.
Do I still lay 2, please?
You still lie 2, yes.
Thank you. And how short is Neil's ball on this side, please?
That's 3 feet short.
Thank you.
Well, plenty of room around them with a good pace. They're a good metre short.
Simon's stalking this. Exit.
Needs to get by. Neil Furman from Palm Springs in California. Plays at the Sun City Californian club. His first ever bowls achievement was actually the South African National Fours at the age of 19.
Yeah. Fantastic. Backed up some air miles in his time playing bowls.
Yes, certainly has. Yeah, he started his bowls in South Africa. His actual grandfather was actually president of World Bowls at one point. So that's how he started his bowls career.
And for both players, this longer length. Tight as the 2 previous ends.
Strange bowls, isn't it? You can be, putting them all within 6 or 7 inches, and all of a sudden you just put a jack in just a certain spot where you just can't find it. Happens everywhere.
We've seen a few occasions as well, and I've always said these are the ends where you generally pick up a score.
Yes.
Not the ones where everything's so tight. Sometimes people pick up a 3 or a 4 in this situation. Not stalking this one as much as his last, but I think he might be just on the high side.
Well, it looks like it's 2 for Simon at the moment, but Neil have a little look. Yeah, conceded the 1, conceded the 2, and looking at the 3rd.
That's kind of the measure, I think, so it must be close.
Yeah, let's get a wedge under that bowl.
This one here.
Pay attention. Well, good old chin wag. If you have just joined us, also we have live scores in operation as well for the outer rings. The link is on the World Bowls Tour Facebook page there, posted that last night for you. You can click on there and there's some real-time scorecards. If you want to keep an eye on how your favourite's doing, we will give you an update every couple of ends or so. We are on Facebook and also YouTube. If you are watching, thank you for joining us for this inaugural UK Open.
Three shots there, Jason.
Yep.
I just seem to go very quickly through Neil's ball there, so correctly, I'm sure return. 3 shots. There you go. Not really a ball within 18 inches, but 3 shots on the board.
Yep. Quick question there, Graham's asking for the format. The format is still the normal 2 sets of 9 ends, Graham, with a 3-end tie break should you need it. And then it's a redraw after each round, so when a session finishes like this one, the 4 winners from these games here will join us on the show rink here, and they will all draw a ball to see which position they get for their second round game. So there'll be 16 balls, obviously.
Jack length,
Balls 1 to 8 will play at the 10 o'clock session in the morning, and balls 9 to 16 will play on the 1 o'clock session, and then obviously 1 plays 2, 2 plays 3, and so on.
Forward to that draw, Jason. Something new again.
Yeah.
It creates a bit more interest.
Especially if the best friends draw each other first.
Sure, every player's guilty of looking at a fixed draw and seeing who they could potentially play in the next round. This is a whole new ball game. You're not going to know who you're going to get.
Yeah, the only thing we don't decide until the end of today is obviously the rink allocation, and that's for us to, in order to try and make sure we're fair, give people a crack at playing each of the rinks. And also for the viewers, you don't want to see the same player playing in all 4 games.
Better opener from Nail, that.
Yep.
Across the green, Jason, some interesting scores on the boards already.
Yeah, Jason Greenslade has picked
Born
up.
away.
Yeah, I guess he's picked up 2 good counts there. 10-2 now against Jason Banks after 4 ends.
Ball here from Neil. Perfect line. Perfect ball. Well played.
Yeah, nice little touch on the jack. Wonder whether Simon may just arrive at this.
Can I have a look at the head, please?
Just coming up to have a look at the head.
Thank you.
Yep, just having a asking the marker there. We can have a little look. Technically, it's after the 3rd bowl, but obviously, what Simon wants to just have a little look at the angles. He won't like the angle when he sees it. I think I might just have a little reach up through there, David, down this backhand. There's a couple of balls to work off, isn't there?
There is.
Get rid of that front ball, maybe connect it onto the jack. Any touch will release it.
Interesting to see whether he's maybe practiced this little shot prior to the game, because it's been notoriously difficult.
Going for the draw, I think, is he?
Doesn't look nice for him. Try and get one close. He's on a good line for it. Pierce is right, he's good.
Yeah. Even a connection, David, just to release this jack. Just going to slip by.
Nice position.
What's the gap with the shot ball, please? Shot ball gap? Less than an inch. Okay, thank you.
Well, I think Simon will be looking to play something very similar. Just trying to make contact on the shot ball.
There's still that option down. I think I see what you mean with the forehand, but I think it's you either get it or you don't. I think on the backhand you could nearly get a similar result, but giving yourself that few extra chances. It depends on whatever hand he prefers, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He'll have a hand. He's practiced it for half an hour, so.
I think the situation of this set, I think he'd be looking to just try and get something close. And if he does get down to it and releases the jack, it's a bonus. But I think he's not particularly happy with this. He's too far away, mate. He'll come all the way back. Flies back at the death.
It goes right angles, doesn't it, at the end?
Does. Yeah, he walked up and had a look at that, and I just wonder whether his own front ball was maybe not sitting particularly right for that running ball down the backhand. Carefully here, he just certainly doesn't want to be getting close to his own shot ball. have it. Has he made it?
3 shots, Neil Furman.
4 after
Made
4.
the 3 shots.
Yeah.
4-4.
Great ball.
Well, all square. Big end that.
Three and a half meters. 23 and a half.
Well, Neil playing just over the 23-metre mark, just 18 inches past the first spot. Played it very well.
It's indeed for
Very
big
good
change
adjustment.
in length, yeah.
Oh, cracking.
Fantastic ball. Great reply.
Got it? Oh, brilliant. Well played. Can he just hold his head enough? I don't think he is. Well, might just force Neil just to play slightly underneath there. You can just arrive, can't you, David? Just bowl or jack kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Or you can. There's not a lot down this other hand. I don't think he'll just get round there enough with a tiger two.
Like you say, I think he's just coming down. Sit off the inside edge of that ball is good enough.
Just guarantee your pace. It'll just hold underneath there. A couple of options to connect with. Well, Neil, all you need to do is get under this now. I don't think you are going to do. How far will this come now at the end? How far will it
Might
come
be drawn
back?
that, you know.
1 green.
Has as
It has
well.
done. Stayed in.
Great ball.
Shows you how good that hand is.
Simon trying similar. He's not bad neither, I don't think. Going to get down in time.
Just going to drift past.
It's a great out. It's a nice thing for bowlers when you know you can get round things that are, what is he, about 2.5, just short yard.
Yep.
When you can get round that and come all the way back down to centre. So now we'll be looking for the same ball again.
Yeah.
It's by that front ball, he's not bad. Not bad if he gets by. Oh, what an
very
effort.
close.
What an effort.
Without the contact, he wouldn't have been far away from Simon's bowl.
The draw's still there for Simon if he wants it. Only one
Yeah.
down in the head.
Can't chip the bowl away now. His own bowl is obviously just blocking that in. There's a lot that can go wrong if he decides just to play under and just force the jack.
Yeah, he is.
So he's trying to force the jack to a respot. Needs to make contact though. Just going to drift by. Well, Neil now goes into the lead. 5 shots to 4. Just 2 ends remaining. Have a little look at what's going on the other rinks. Well, Mark Royals finally got the scorecard there against Colin Banks. Colin Banks, you can see there, 6-1. Jason Greenslade way in front there, 13-2. Jamie Chesney, 5 apiece. And obviously this is the score there, 5 shots to 4. It's an interesting score that, Jason Banks, because he played against Trevor Taylor and he was outstanding.
You've literally just taken the words out of my mouth there. I was just about to say 13 unlucky for some, but certainly not Jason this morning. But yeah, Jason was very good in qualifying. Really solid. Jason must be playing some good stuff over there.
Good question, Hugh. What bowls are they playing with? Neil's playing with a borrowed set of Tiger 2 Henselite from the chairman, and Simon's playing with his normal Drake's Pride Professionals.
Jack length,
quite a strong
27
professional as
metres,
well, aren't they?
27.
So yeah, it's been a Drake's Pride player for a lot of years, Simon.
And don't forget the next game on the show rink at 1 o'clock. Mark Dawes takes on the qualifier from yesterday, young John Fleming Jr. from Scotland. He got through actually on the show rink yesterday, didn't he? He played this rink yesterday.
He was outstanding.
Yes.
That'll be a great game.
Good start. Both players will be looking just for that edge now going into the last turn, won't they?
Yeah. A bad line here from Neil if he's running. If he is, he's very close. A great reply. Could be.
Nice shot, please. July. Thank you.
And again here from Simon. Very close if he runs now.
Oh, what a bowl this is. Doesn't want to just sit the jack. Perfect.
Great ball.
2 wide.
Teetering on the edge though there,
Yeah.
Jason.
If that doesn't fall by the end of the end, I'd be very
I
surprised.
don't think he'd be wanting to get within 2 yards of that.
Ball is 1 inch behind.
Yeah, even Malcolm stayed way away from that. Jack moves quite away on here, doesn't it?
Oh, it does on all indoor surfaces, doesn't it? You can play a perfect ball and end up 6 inches away if you fall on
I'm
it.
going to say his line 2, he could nearly give it away falling on the jack.
Yeah. Neil's arriving with a little bit of extra pace.
Yeah, he just wants to get into the pocket.
Oh, he's very close, you know. This comes right back at the death.
Here
really
it comes
close.
now.
Really close. Oh, he's being desperate.
Unlucky. Dear me. Made it slightly worse as well, I think.
Wide 2.
Still 2 to Simon Skelton.
Can I have a look at the head, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think Simon will be looking to go top side of that rink and just mix those 3 balls of Nails up.
Yeah, there's not an obvious promotion. You never know when that jack bounces around a few times. You know, it could end up just to the bottom left of your screen as you're looking at it now.
Anywhere in the area between Nails' ball right behind the jack and his furthest back ball is a nice position.
Neil, could you just stand there, please? Thank you.
In a high line. Down to the spot, I think.
Yep. You can easily get to the spot on this rink, can't you? The rinks are very wide, aren't they?
Yeah.
Very wide.
Yeah, good ball.
Plenty of room, look.
Object achieved. Not the easiest head for Neil to get through this. All of the edges are a little bit against him.
Just wondering whether he'll play that similar kind of pace. He can just maybe use his wing bowl and come back into his back bowl.
Yeah.
Trouble is the jack is probably likely to move. Certainly won't win worse than 2 down. Just try and cut it down. If he just draws neatly in there, dead pace, he'll be close. I don't think he'll be playing anything too adventurous.
Same hand, as you said. Gone a little bit more pace than his last ball. He's a little bit under, and this will fly away. It's end up about 4 foot tight. This flies, it does. So, I think Simon will go back to his original hand, drop off the back of his own.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as he gets to the back of his own bowl, the only danger would be getting to it and dropping.
Touching the jack.
Yeah, that's it. But that would be, definitely very unlucky.
He's actually going down the other.
Yeah, he's probably just seen that possibility, David. Try and get into the pack. Yeah, let's play that very safe. Wide draw.
Very safe. Great strength as well. I'll tell you what, it's coming all the way back. It was safe, but it was close. And the balls.
5 after 6 ends. 6-5.
You're set. Simon back in the lead. And as expected, Jason's taken the first set across there. It's Jason. Both Jasons. Great Slade and Banks, that is.
Yep, Kevin Harrison's just gone in front against Jamie Chesney. 6-5 now.
8 metres, 28.
And Colin Banks is still ahead. 7-2.
That way, please.
Very nice line from Simon. Good pace to be on the back of the jack here. Great start.
Yep, definitely a good start.
The line here, Neil.
In the area again, just needs to drift by, has done. Touch on the jack would be a bonus. Lovely comment just come through there, David. Being a bowler with a disability, the coverage this week has given me the confidence to enter next time. Well,
Fantastic.
that's exactly what we aim to do. Thank you very much for that comment, Graham. I hope you do. It'd be great to see you. Anything you need, just drop us a line and we'll certainly help you achieve what you want to do.
Nice this week, Jason. We've had some nice comments of people who have stepped away from the sport and have come back and certainly thinking about coming back. We've had new people watching the sport.
Yeah, like I say, if you are nearby, we also have the BDA here, the Bowls Development Alliance. They've got things going on in the club as well. Especially if you're a young player, come down, have a go. There's a little competition there where you can win a 2-night break at Potters for the World Championships next year, all inclusive of course, so what a fantastic prize that is if you're able to win that.
Really good prize. Yeah, we've got Connie from our Just Bowl team is here, and we've also got Ian arriving shortly from our development team. So if any clubs out there need any development advice, Neil's attacking this.
Oh, one away.
2 of the balls away.
Right, well.
Simon will just be looking to draw another close second here.
Yes, he's got the back spot obviously anyway. There's a chance Neil could flick that ball completely out the head. Would actually win the set at this moment in time. He'd lie a 2, but like I say, Simon just needs to get that.
You're going to say that, am I, Jason?
You say it, David.
Yes, we're at 9 end sets now, Jason. I'll keep you right, don't you worry.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'll not hang you out to dry.
Dear me. We just had 112 games of 7 end sets.
So used to the 7N format in the qualifying.
Sorry about that, yeah. 9 end sets, yeah. Oh dear me. Don't worry, Neil, you just draw, mate.
Just get another one in there. Plenty of time.
Doesn't take a lot to confuse me. 9 end sets. I'll get you back.
You will as well.
Get Richie back. He'll be chuckling away. Well, nice draw.
Richie will be lying in bed telling his wife what the format of the competition is. He said it about 35 times this week.
Well, just needs to get by now. Yeah.
He's on a great line.
What's
just
the speed like?
Needs to run.
You gonna run?
Oh, what an effort.
Oh, cracking effort.
10 inches on that, he was perfect.
Yep, very good effort.
Good, he's kept it down to the 1.
Yep, 7-5, 2 ends remaining.
Is that Jason? No, I didn't realise. Thanks. Yeah, still all to play for. Just looking at the game next door, Jamie's now turned the scoreboard back in his favour. He's got 7-6 up in the last end.
Yep. Colin Banks is set up. He's been playing very well. He's another very good experienced player. He's been around the game a long time. Very methodical player.
I think the term I used during qualifying was he's a grinder. He just puts balls in the head all of the time. Never really any fireworks. He just plays good balls. It's a tough assignment for Mark over there. Great line here from Simon. I'll fly all the way back in with right pace. Here it comes. Good start. And a good reply from Neil.
Oh, Jamie just had a bad connection there with his third ball.
What a ball this is from Neil. Gets the inside edge of the ball, he makes 2. Oh, he's just got the gap. Question from Martin Williams there, just asking how he gets tickets for the event. You can just turn up at the door, Martin. It's £2 to watch top class balls all day. 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock sessions. open draws throughout the day.
A foot over Jack High.
Thank you.
Yeah, even the semi-finals and final is just £2, David, as well.
Brilliant. Brilliant value for those who love to watch balls. As we've seen by this game already, standard is fantastic. Good again, eh, Simon? Great ball.
Fantastic. I just think Neil may just need to try and do something with this, open it up, create. I think he just needs to create a chance with his last ball.
Definitely. In the position he is in the set, he needs to change something here. Doesn't want to be going 3 down in the last. Probably 2 as it stands, isn't it?
Well, Neil's had a look at this, he's just looked at various angles, etc.
He's going down the backhand, so imagine he's just playing over the strength here.
Yes.
The inside edge of Simon's outside ball would be a nice result. He's in the area, he's got that ball.
Oh, he's been unlucky.
He's
Nearly got them.
Nearly got all 3 clear.
Yeah. Nearly. One just locked in. Gives himself a chance though. That was all he was trying to do there, wasn't he? Just opening it up, giving himself a chance for that last ball.
If Simons hadn't caught his own ball, he'd have been sitting pretty with a 3 here, I think, because that would have flown out the head. Object from Simon must be to not leave that one ball take out. Another one close here. Not a mile away.
Urging it up.
It's good enough.
Yeah.
That's good enough if it takes any major count away.
Well, Neil gets the jack on the spot. Back right, well, left of your screen, that left spot of your screen there, he gets the jack clean. Could make a 2 or a 3. Sits the ball. Just has to decide on the pace. I think the shot is the same, David. It just depends on what pace he feels comfortable with. Let's say that nice drifting pace. It bends quick at the end. Does he keep it a bit more simple and play a bit more direct?
I think the higher percentage shot has generally been a little bit quicker.
If he plays very quick, if he drives at the jack and then connects with the back red ball and it removes it from the ring, that could nearly be a 4.
Definitely, yeah. So, big ball in the context of this set.
Yeah. I think he might drive at the jack here. Jack clean, 2 or 3, jack and bowl, full house. Yeah, 4 hand we wait.
It's not bad.
Needs to bend, I think, David.
He's got the back ball. He's got his other as well. So, he might actually be still 2 down. Depends how far Simon's other ball's gone out, but he's definitely 1, possibly 2.
1, Simon's saying.
1 shot.
The 8 ends. 8
Again, that one. 8-5, so 3 in it going into this last end. Jamie Chesney managed to just secure that first set against Kevin Harrison. Picked up a 1 on the last end, 8-6.
And if there's any game that sums up the sets format, there's Jason Banks is 4-2 up against Jason Greenslade, having lost considerably.
Jaffman, 27.5 metres, 27.5.
Yeah, finished at 14-2 after 7 ends.
That's the beauty of this format. You can just reset, go again.
Yeah, it can be also frustrating. Like obviously during the PBAs, I get to see all the cards and some of the things. You'll get it. You win 10-1, you lose 4-5, and then you lose on a tiebreak. You think, oh my goodness. But it keeps it interesting.
It does.
No one wants to see a singles game, 21 up, 17-2, and it becomes a little bit boring, doesn't it? In a way, the sets format, you get kind of 3 finishes, don't you, really?
Yeah.
It just gives it a bit more entertainment value.
So Neil will be looking for a good first ball here, just to try and set up this 3 that's required, or a potential 4. The worst start. Good ball here from Simon. Yeah, well played. Switch here for Neil, I think, to try and get down to that jack. Great effort from Neil. Another good ball.
If you can just sit back now.
1 white.
Just gone.
Mr. Furman's got a chance here. Fair, his first 2 balls are exactly where you would want to be if you're chasing a 3 or a 4.
Correct. Yeah.
No good being a yard up the green, because chance is gone.
Yeah, you want to just draw through the jack, don't you? If 18 inches of pace.
Yeah.
Flick the jack will be good. Oh, Neil.
It's not on the worst line.
Needs to bend, I think.
Just got a little bit quick, hasn't he?
Again, it's going to finish. If we can get inside the red and stop,
Yeah,
well, there's
got a big chance.
that is the chance.
We know where Simon's next ball needs to be. I'm sure he does as well.
That's why you need one of those pens so you can draw it all over the screen now, like an Etch-a-Sketch.
If we're ever going to set a head up to try and make a 3 or a 4, Neil has pretty much nailed it. Surprised at this choice. Really surprised at this choice. It's done a job though. It's certainly done a job.
Yeah, interesting that, but it's finished probably in an absolute perfect place.
It has, yeah. I thought it was nailed on to follow Neil down and just try and sit into those back 2 balls.
Now, Neil, how do you get out of this?
Down the forehand, he's got a very similar chance if he can get the top edge of Simon's.
And then back to the
gets
jack.
his other one, and there's every chance he won't get anywhere near the jack. The key is the front ball just missing the jack on the way through.
Does that wide wing ball not beat the back ball though, David? Sure, if that ball to the right of the screen doesn't beat that back red ball. I think you may need the jack to move. It's not a cert though, is it? I think you've just got to concentrate on hitting the target and then hope Lady Luck is on your side.
Definitely. Certainly the shot he's playing.
Yeah, looking to just arrive into this head. 1-2 back onto the jack.
That will fly away, unfortunately.
Yep, that's gone.
That's the difficult part of that shot.
Yep. forced him into playing the difficult shot.
To be fair, I don't think he's barely reached length, so I don't think he even played it with the conviction it needed, really.
It's irrelevant, yeah, relevant whether it's 1 or 2.
So well played, Simon. First set. Very good opening set, mind. Some great balls.
Yep. 1 shot to Simon Skelton, so
First
he takes
set,
his first set
9-5.
9 shots to 5.
If you got it with the way they played it.
Jack length 28 metres, 28.
Just a quick request for the other results while this first end starts. I'll just have a quick look across the board. So we've got Mark Royal lost the first set, didn't he, against Colin Banks, 8-2, but he is currently 3-2 up in the second set. And actually, I think I might have just changed again. It's third end over there, so I think it's 6-2 over there now, by the looks of it. Jason Greenslade is currently 3-4 down after 3 ends, having won the first set against Jason Banks. And Jamie Chesney is 1-0 up in the second set, having won the first set against Kevin Harrison. Slightly under the line here. Great effort.
Yep, good second. Gives himself a chance. Simon didn't like that. He's heard a little noise. Yeah, just lack of pace, that's all.
Still maybe just slightly under the line. If he's running though, he should get to the ball.
Has he got the extra pace?
Gone again.
Just lacking that foot.
You're about 2 inches through. Box about 4 inches short.
Certainly a higher line from Simon. Will come all the way down. Here it comes. That's a great ball. Well played. Minor adjustment from Nail required, maybe half a ball of green. Similar pace.
Yeah, I think he just needs to guarantee he reaches this, 2 down. Give it a chance. There's a chance working its way back off the shorter balls.
A little bit more positive. Needs to run quick because that will cut again.
Just hold up for the bowl solid.
He's underneath.
Just the wrong side of it.
So an early 2 for Simon, I think.
2 shots, Simon Skelton.
Yeah, 2 to Simon.
2-0. Jack length 28 metres, 28.
Fraction that way, please. Fraction again.
Start again from Simon.
Close again.
He is. Just playing the more consistent balls at the moment. Simon is putting Neil under quite a bit of pressure every end. Good balls.
The gap, please.
The gap is 6 inches.
Line's good. Line's very good. He's just going to drift by though.
Yeah, just overplayed, didn't it?
Too wide.
Just tend to do that, doesn't it? We've seen it all week, haven't we? That that backhand. If you're not bang on the pace, it does just struggle to get back.
So hopefully looking to just drift by the jack here, split the 2 red balls and make a point. Yep, good ball.
3 wide.
Yep, perfect.
Neil will be disappointed with that one.
Good view of the scoreboard there. As you can see, Mark Royal 6-3, Jason Greenslade 3-5, Jamie Chesney 4-1. Mark Royal needs to win that set, otherwise it'll be an early bath. Jason Greenslade obviously won the first set very comfortably. Jason Banks is making his comeback, and Jamie Chesney in the lead at the moment against young Kevin Harris. It's more interesting when there's a few more games going on, do you think,
There
David?
is. It's great. Simon just running for cover there. He's lying 3 shots. choice for Neil here. He committed to the runner with his third ball, but he's got 2.5 feet to make third. Better still draw the shot. He's got a few inches. I feel he's just going to go back to the draw here.
Yes. Not to panic too early in the set. Watching from Aberdeen and it's snowing. Well, that's nothing. It's snowing in Stanley.
It is.
It's probably a similar temperature as well. Thanks for tuning in Aberdeen.
It's a really good effort after the runner. Third ball.
Getting rather worried because I'm running a
Set score
running an
4-0
outdoor
after
event
2
at
ends.
Bolton
4-0.
a week and a half.
You should be able to see your lines through the snow, Jason.
It must be April. Where's the spring? I think the seasons are actually slowly starting to turn, aren't they?
Yeah, we always tend to get a bit of an Indian summer early in the year, don't we? Which is always a nice 2 or 3 week period, and then when we think it's supposed to be the summer, it's
Jack length 26.5 metres. 26.5.
coming from this part of the world, Jason. Even that was a bit of a shock this morning, waking up to all the snow.
Not for you. You know, we sat there outside in the
Still wearing my t-shirt, of course.
Newcastle one.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Can just see you there with a Newcastle shirt with a beer and a pizza.
Can't swear at this time of the morning.
Both players just struggling to find the centre line at the moment.
Pauline's obviously heard us talking. Hi from tropical Australia. Yeah, thanks for that, Pauline.
Yeah, rubbing
We're
in.
not jealous at all. Slack end from this players here. Now we'll be looking to tidy up if you can. Slightly over the pace.
One wide.
Still looks under the line here, Simon. I'm not so sure if he's running neither.
No. Right, well, this is a chance for Neil.
Certainly is.
Nail this jack now. Get Simon under a bit of pressure. He'll want to get these 4 back very quickly in this first half of the set.
Not played here now. Yeah, good ball. Good
Yeah,
ball.
well played.
See what you started here now, Jason. Leanne says I'd look, Leanne Bark that is, says I'd look great in a Newcastle shirt. The only thing that look good on a Newcastle shirt is a really strong detergent.
Good view there of the other games in the background here at Stanley.
Great setup.
Club have been fantastic this week.
Oh, phenomenal.
Helped us tremendously. We've been playing from 8:45 till almost 11 o'clock for the last few days.
Down enough, Simon. Drops in, you're going to be close. Regardless of whatever the situation is, Neil's got a nice little 6-inch drag of this jack for a 3 or a 4 here.
Yeah, forehand, just tickle on the pickle, make a 3 like you say, even if he flicks it will be very good. It's not a real danger, he can land solid on the red, can't
Yeah,
you, David?
no danger at all, yeah. Just make sure, hit a good line. Oh my word. Is he going for the 2 balls?
Oh, it's locked in again.
He's probably lost a 2 there as well. That back ball's... Looking from here, that back ball looks close for second. Real strange choice of shot, that, for me. Simon's just indicating 1, so not too much damage, but...
Set score 5-0 after 3 ends.
Percentage-wise, he had loads of chances to make a really good count there. Like you said, you couldn't really fail if he sat off the ball.
Anything from a dead length to almost a yard of pace they was guaranteeing, you know.
I always just
scoring.
think it's one of those. You walk away and look to draw the shot, and if you are 6 inches over the pace, you potentially make 3 or a 4. Main objective's getting the shot. So, player's got to play what he feels confident with, but not so sure about that one. We move on. 5-0 to Simon in the second set now.
Jack length 28.5 metres, 28.5.
And our viewers will have certainly heard some possibly new sayings this week, Jason. Richie with his boulder cough drop, and I think your tickling the pickle's just gone down a storm there. I've never heard that one before.
You've not lived.
Must be a Lancashire term.
Back to sleep.
Oh, still plenty of room here for Neil. Needs to start making these count. A good line here. Good strength required. Very close to the jack. There it is. Well played.
1 green.
I ball half that shot.
10 inches.
Close again, I know. That's more like it. Good balls.
2 green.
Simon sticking with his favoured hand. Same comments apply to this. If he's good pace, he will come all the way back. Just lacking a touch, I think. chance for Neil here. Make a 3.
Those of you wanting to know the live scorecard link, just been posted there for you in the chat. Just clicked on that. Just click on there, you'll see the scorecards. You can also go through each session and see who's playing on what session against who.
Big ball this, Neil. Can do with this 3. Line's certainly good enough. Pace is not a million miles away neither. Just doesn't want to touch on that jack. Doesn't want to touch on the jack. He's good enough, yep.
Yep, well played. Big end that one, definitely.
Gets him right back in the set.
2 away.
Don't think that touch would have made too much of a difference.
It was just the slightest of touch, wasn't it? Might just measure this.
Just while they're measuring, I'll just give a quick verbal update of what the scores are as well. So Mark Royal's nitty-gritty over there at the moment. 6-5 in the second set after 6 ends. Mark having lost the first set to Colin Banks. We've got Jason Greenslade. Is 5-8 after 7 ends.
5-2 after 4 ends.
Jason Greenslade won the first set. And Jamie Chesney is 5-2 after 5 ends, having won the first set against Kevin Harrison.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. The Colin Banks game against Mark Royal, very interesting. Like you say, it was 6-5. He's just actually scored a 3 there, David. So there's now 8-6 up, Colin Banks against Mark Royal. Did say there might be a few upsets during the course of this.
You did.
Today, you know, all the first rounds are being played today.
27 metres.
Second rounds.
27.
First 2 sessions tomorrow. Both quarterfinals are in the afternoon and evening session. And then on Saturday, 2 semi-finals and a final.
I do feel, Jason, with the amount of sets competitions that are around now as well, I think players are getting better and better all the time. They're getting used to this sets format, which used to be a little bit of a new thing to people. It seems to be the norm now for a lot of singles events.
Yeah, I think they're all getting used to how it's being played, aren't they? And obviously they must be starting their own game management books like you've got, David.
Well, yeah.
Obviously not as thick as your game management book.
Just finishing the index at the moment. And,
coming to a bookstore near
we'll be getting that out of Dodgy Productions as soon as possible.
Well.
Very easy to do that, cutting underneath. If you don't get on that high line, Simon's on the perfect line here.
Yeah, it's no, not to forget, Neil doesn't play a lot of bowls at all. You know, obviously, and if you lived in California in the sunshine, obviously they only have outdoor clubs out in California, so there's no indoor carpet at all. But I know he hasn't been playing an awful lot recently. He did arrive here quite early, flying into Heathrow, then up to Newcastle, but he has a little bit of time on the various rinks at Stanley. It's like anything, is it? If you've got the skill, you've got the skill. It's just the consistency of that skill if it arrives on the day.
I always find when you haven't got time on the green, those little nitty-gritty shots where you've only got the 3 or 4 inches are a lot harder. Gets through the port of his own here. Might get down for a second. It's just over the top.
Is that 1 or 2, please?
Looks like 2. Yeah, 2.
Very good line again. Here it comes. Just falling out. got a few problems again here. Not the easiest draw. Just consolidate here, Jason, do you think? I know he's not in the greatest position in the set neither. Needs to change something, but
Yeah, he certainly doesn't want to drop anything more than a 1.
no.
It'll be very difficult to get the shot. Do you draw down this forehand, and if you do happen to release that jack, it's a bonus?
I think sometimes, yes, he's not in the best position in the set, but sometimes you've got to take your medicine, because like you said, if he misses this, it's probably set over. Chance for a 3 or a 4 for Simon. Draw a good second, and if you do get shot, then it's a huge bonus.
Still undecided which hand is to play. I think he's going back to the forehand. Yeah, he's undecided, isn't he?
He is, which isn't the best position
No.
to be in at the mat.
No, back to the backhand.
How many times do we see an in-between shot in this position? 2 shots in the mind. I hate to see it, but he's done exactly that as well. Under the line. He's going to swing away, and I think Simon will be at least 2.
Yep. Yep, it's gone out. So a big chance now for Simon. Anything within 18 inches.
Almost looked as if he was sort of doubting himself on the mat, and you've got to go down there and play it 100%.
Jason Banks, 8 across, playing the last end of his second set. A set he needs to win.
Simon in a nice position here, just looking to draw within 18-20 inches. Certainly safe. Needs to get back down on a length. And he has. Great ball, Simon.
Yeah, that should be a nut.
Feeling that could be a full house.
So, well, then measure that. Let's have a quick look over at Jason Banks against Greenslade. Greenslade won the first set very comfortably. 8 across here on the last end. Looks like Jason Banks might be holding shot. Almost a front toucher. 2 balls left for Mr. Greenslade. Oh, 1 ball left, one's at the back. Jamie Chesney in a 6-3 lead in his second set, 2 ends remaining. He won the first set. Mark Boyle just 1 behind now in this second set against Colin Banks with 2 ends to play.
I think it might just be the 3. Yeah, just the 3.
It's the 3.
A nice 3 all the same.
Yep, 8-2 after 5 ends.
Mountain to climb now for Neil.
Set score.
Jason's
8-2
attacking this head with his
after
last ball.
5
Needs to make
ends.
contact, otherwise going into a tie break. Oh, he has done. Has he flicked them both off?
No, I think he's gone back to pick up Jason Banks.
No, he hasn't. So Jason Banks just takes this second set, 9-8 I think it is, and they go into a tie break. Don't forget to stay with us for a live draw for part of the second round games straight after this session. You have just joined us. All 4 winners will join us on the rink, and they will draw their ball number for the second round draw. Well, chance for Neil. Usual loose ball from Simon. So these are the chances you need to take at this stage.
Yeah, he's certainly taken this one. Good opening ball.
Yeah.
Good reply from Simon. Yeah, good adjustment, well played. Bad again here, Simon.
Yep, gets his
Stanley's
own.
own ball.
I just fall off it, yeah, just nibbled out.
One way.
Well, Neil looking to get to the bowl or the jack.
Just a comment from Paul Berry there, saying Simon's using Tiger 2s, but he's not actually. It's Neil who's using the Tiger 2s, and Simon is using a Drake's Pride Professional. Well played, Simon.
Yeah, it's a cracking bowl.
Great ball.
Oh, brilliant. Still a chance for Neil. Just top side of the very short bowl of Simon Skelton's back to the jack. You could just get. It's not the easiest of hands to get back with just that little bit of pace, is it, David?
No.
Could, if he wanted to, play down the forehand. He needs to, obviously, realistically, he's going to need a 2, I think, 2 or 3. Does he play down the forehand? It's always going to bend down there, isn't it? Solid on the jack, run through with it, force a 3.
Yeah, he's certainly. I think he's got a couple on the spot on that side of the rink as well, hasn't he? So again, 2 or 3 options here. Just make sure you pick the right one for you. Looks like the forehand runner. Very quick. He looks tight. Oh,
Let's finish
look
it.
like?
Here we
What's
go.
his look like?
Nearly spam for a
A
3.
bit of blue chalk on that, a bit of top spin.
Well, we're getting very close to our first upset of this competition, David. Just looking across there, Mark Royal needs 3 on this last end. Colin Banks has a front toucher and a side toucher.
Yeah.
And Mark Royal has 2 balls about 2 yards past the jack, which Colin has now just covered.
Just covered, yeah. It's not getting any better.
Yeah, he's going to have a look at this.
So it's a big ball in the context of the top 16 for Mark as well, isn't it? It's fringes, I believe.
Yep.
Jack length 27 metres, 27.
Colin's obviously just taken his qualifying form across into that game. As we said earlier, he's extremely solid.
Yep, outstanding. Yeah, it's a big couple of bowls this for Mark Rule. He is 16 provisional. Missed it again.
Over, I think, is it?
Well, he's
Still
lost.
got a chance
Yeah, he's lost that bowl in the ditch. Yeah, this is a provisional ranking list. Obviously, 16 that finishes at completion of this event. So it's important he gets, you know, these 10 points for this first round win, which at the moment I don't think he's going to get.
Nice shot, please.
Darren Burnett is just 2 points behind him at the moment. He's still to play. Be all change, all change.
I think Simon's quite sent this again.
Jamie Chesney has just beaten Kevin Harrison 8-6, 7-3, and he will join us for the live draw very shortly.
Well, looking across there, I think unfortunately for Mark, Colin has just taken pretty much any chance of getting a 3 away. Big problems for Mark Royal. Good ball from Neil. Making the shot. Yep, and that's that. Mark is out. Colin Banks, well played. Simon giving Neil another little chance here. Yes, Simon will be conscious of the fact he just needs a 1 here to win the match. He can afford the draw in the second set. You're on a good line here, Simon. What's your weight like? His weight's right, he's drawn the shot.
Well, nearly, just going to fall short, I think.
You still lie one.
Dare he play underneath for a drag on the jack?
He's got to do something, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think one's enough.
Yeah. Not so sure about the line or the pace. Yeah. So 1 shot to nail. Needs 7 shots. 7
Set
shots
score
on 2 ends.
9-3 after 7 ends.
Must win the set.
9-3.
Yeah, it's a big ask that, David, isn't it? Even just in a normal game,
Just,
isn't it?
yeah.
Jason Banks and Jason Greenslade just measuring this last end. Either going to be a tie-break or a Greenslade victory. A big measure. Yeah, it's going to be a tie-break. 1 shot to Jason Banks. He wins that second set 9-8.
Jack length 30.5 metres. 30.5.
Simon's Fitbit went off there. It's probably his kid saying, "Come on, Dad." Get them near.
Unfortunately, Neil's first ball doesn't bode well for getting 7 shots in 8 balls.
Right.
I think Neil's got to probably play the same strength again just to try and get a touch on that jack, give himself a chance of at least a 3.
Yeah, you don't want to leave the drag to your last bowl, do you?
Yeah.
Like I say, concentrate on just keeping the ball on the green. Well, if he misses this, I don't think this will stay on the green. He's got to make sure he makes contact with the jack.
Not a million miles away.
Needs to bend
Just
now.
high of it.
Now this needs to stay on. Might do. Oh yeah.
I put my money on Simon being 5 foot through the header here. Split those 2 back balls. Quite far enough. So now you've got one option and one option only.
I'm just
Get
wondering.
that jack up to the ditch.
I'm just wondering though, with that short bowl of Neil's, can he actually, even if he
Get
hits the
enough
jack,
pace.
can he get the right angle?
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's always going to be dragging it towards Simon's red bowl,
Yeah.
isn't it? You know what I mean?
With that side of the rink being very weight critical, anything over the speed tends to hang.
Yeah.
This is a case of let go, cross your toes, cross your fingers and hope for the best. Down a very attacking line. Looks under to me. Could get his own ball up to the jack.
Oh, he's been unlucky.
Nearly did
My
as well.
goodness, yeah. That was nearly perfect if he hit that onto the jack, didn't he? Well, it's not meant to be for Neil Furman from California. It's going to be Simon Skelton that books his place into the second round.
Yeah, well played, Simon.
So just before we do the live draw then, we've just got one more game just to come off. There we go, just waiting for the Green Slade Jason Banks game. Jason Banks has won the first end of the tie break. So while we do that, let's have a look at our sponsors there. You can see GarageRoofs.com is our main sponsor in association with Lean to Succeed. We'd also like to thank our other sponsors that have made this event possible. Drake's Pride, Taylor Bowles, Hensel Light Club Clothing, County Durham itself and the council, the PBA and also Top Ring Bowls. Personal thank you, thanks for making this event happen. Like I say, we'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes hopefully with the draw for the second round. So as you can, up there, smile David. Yeah, as you can see, that's something slightly different for this event as well. They've put David and I ringside. Have to be careful with our P's and Q's, David. Well, I think Jason Banks here is actually lying shot on this second end. Could we get 2 upsets in the first round, David?
Yep. That would make the live draw interesting with both the Banks in the open draw, father and son. But I'm sure Jason will have thoughts about this. Jason Greenslade, that is. Just about to bowl his last ball. Well, the ball's been delivered. He's watching it. He likes it. He likes it. Oh, he's played an absolute tremendous
Yeah, played
ball.
a peach there. So just while we're waiting for this final end to finish from the Greenslade Jason Banks game, don't forget we have another session for you today coming up at 1 o'clock. On the show rink, Mark Dawes against John Fleming Jr. from Scotland. He was the PBA qualifier from yesterday. There's the graphic for you. Followed by 4 o'clock, David Gourlay MBE taking on another Scottish qualifier from yesterday, Darren Weir. And then the evening game is obviously our own Nicky Brett playing the sponsor's choice, which is Danny Dennison. Just see some of the spectators there in the audience. Some of them have been playing in the PBA qualifiers during the week, Monday to Wednesday. 116 players eventually entered the PBA qualifiers, dwindling them way down to 11 famous golden tickets into this event. This is a world ranking event. 10 world ranking points for this first round session, and then 5 points for every session afterwards. Each of the PBA qualifiers also get 5 points for qualifying in the first place. So an awful lot of points up for grabs here at Stanley Indoor Bowls Club. Well, Jason Greenslade is just about to send his last bowl here. I think Jason Banks is actually holding the shot. It's taking quite a bit of time, so I think Jason Banks holds the shot. Last bowl for Greenslade. Now looking where he's placed at, it must be Jason Greenslade. That's lying the shot. It's hard to tell from here. They're playing on ring number 2. But Mr. Banks has gone to play his last ball. Well, he's playing a backhand runner, looking to split the 2 balls out of the head. Just missed on the wide side, so it's going to be Jason Greenslade that goes through into the second round, just defeating Jason Banks in a tie-break, 2 ends to 1. I'll be going to do the live draw now. I'll leave you in the capable hands of Mr. Bolt.
So we're at the new part and new concept for this competition, the draw for the next round. So it's going to be interesting to see who draws who.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do the live draw, a part of the live draw for the second round games. If I could just ask the 4 winners from that first session to join me on the ring, please. Quick, Jamie.
How the live draw works, obviously we have 2 sessions of the second round games tomorrow. The first session is at 10 o'clock. They will include balls number 1 to 8, and the second session at 1 o'clock will be the balls 9 through to 16. Colin, do you want to stand this side? Thank you. Wait for Simon. Okay, Colin, so you were through first, so well done. Just look away for me and put your hand into this lovely bucket and just pick a ball and show it to the camera. Come on. Yep, just any of the balls. So Colin has drawn ball number 12, and therefore Colin will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, through to you, Jason. You're through next, so look away for me. Put your hand into the bucket and draw a ball. Have a look. Lucky number 6 for Jason, so Jason will play in the 10 o'clock session in the morning. Now through to you, Jamie. Look away for us. In you go. Ball number 13. So that is also going to be on tomorrow's session at 1 o'clock. And for you, Simon, going for the bottom. And ball number 16 right at the end, so that'll be also the 1 o'clock session. So as you can see, none of these 4 players play each other in the second round. Good luck, well done. We'll be back with you at 1 o'clock for the second sessions of the first round game.
Well, that's the draw done by Jason, and just a quick recap. They've just filled positions with regards to time for the second round. So Jason Greenslade will be playing at 10 o'clock tomorrow. He will find out his opponent later. And the other 3 winners, Colin Banks is on at 1 o'clock tomorrow. He will also find out his winner later, his opponent, sorry. Jamie Chesney will be on at 1 o'clock, and so will Simon Skelton. So none of the 4 players drew each other, so they will await their opponents later.
Yeah, thanks for that, David. So a very interesting draw. So let's have a quick look at what we have for the rest of today then. Well, 1 o'clock, Mark Dawes against John Fleming Jr. 4 o'clock, David Gull AMB against Darren Weir, and at 7 o'clock session, Nicky Brett against the sponsors wildcard, Danny Dennison. Thank you for joining us this morning. We'll be back with you at around about 1 o'clock. Bye-bye for now.